Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. Today is Wednesday the 8th, and today is a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning, fairly decent time frame. Got the dogs outside, got them all taken care of, got them all fed. Nobody's on medication here, so it works out good. I just have the one dog plus mine, and the little doodle that I have she's so adorable, but she's a little pain in the butt. She likes to steal some flip-flops and some sandals and some shoes and some socks sometimes, and she's still young, so you kind of have to just keep an eye on her and go from there. But overall, she's pretty good dog. So, but yeah, I went ahead and basically got them taken care of, got a couple other things done around the house there. Nothing major. Had the 3D printer running overnight, so I checked it out and it actually printed fine. There were small things that screw up overnight while you're gone, kind of thing, so it happens out, but it worked fine. Got another one started, just basically chilling out there, and then proceeded to decide I was going to go get my hair cut. Needed to run to Home Depot, get some stuff also, and I thought, well, while I'm out, I'm going to go run by the barbershop. And my barbershop used to be 100% walk-ins. You just kind of walk in, you get what you get, and then I don't know if it was with the pandemic or what the hell it was, but they've now started taking appointments, and I kind of despise the whole appointment thing. Like, there's a reason why I used to drive 2 hours one way to my barbershop back in Iowa, because one, they did a decent job, and two, I guess walk in, you take your chances. There's a bunch of barbers lined up, and now they're at this place, there's one old man and one lady, and I like her a lot better. I was to the point of a few trips back in there to see him that I was to the point of I get stuck with him again. I'll probably just have to find another barbershop, because he didn't speak, he didn't, like, he's cutting my hair and I'm talking to her, and it feels weird. Like, it's super weird. Like, last time I went there and stuff, when I was about to give up, I had literally sat down, told him above my ears, tube clip on the back, and basically that was it. Like, he didn't speak to me the whole time. Like, I was like, that just feels weird, man. I don't know, it just feels super weird. I tried to talk to him and stuff, and just nothing. But last time it was better. This time it was better. Got in there and it kind of like, hey, you got an appointment? I'm like, no. And I'm like, do we not do walk-ins here anymore? Kind of through the hell and stuff. And then basically a couple other guys were going through. He finished up with someone, stepped up a new guy, and I'm like, okay, cool. I got basically, when she gets done, hopefully I'll be able to get her. I like the way she cuts hair a lot better. And nope. She had somebody else that literally walked in and she set him down, so I guess that was her appointment. So we're good to go there. So I'm like, no big deal. It's a chance you kind of take. I understand that's how the world works. But went ahead and he got done with his next guy. He asked if I was Michael, and I'm like, nope, I'm Patrick. And he goes, oh, I got somebody coming for an appointment stuff, but I think since he's not here, I can get you in. Which has that weird feeling of crap, because I know as soon as you get the damn apron around me and you pick up your scissors, the guy's going to walk in, and then it's going to you're going to rush through, and it's going to be a pain in the butt and whatever it is. So luckily Michael never showed up. I was done with my haircut before Michael even showed up, so that was not an issue there. But then cut my hair, another guy walked in, and they were asking if he had an appointment, and so I'm here trying to make an appointment, and they were like, okay, well, and he's like, it was one of those situations like, she goes, do you care who you see? And he goes, I don't care, just need a barber, just to make up my hair. And he was like, okay, and the gentleman, because she usually books out, she's a lot better hair cutter, so he basically goes, okay, he goes, when do you want to come in? The guy's like, when do you have openings for it? Like, it's that whole thing of like, well, if you have appointments, I'm guessing that you're booked up and you don't have an open at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. You don't have every single open available. And the guy's like, well, he goes, it's kind of like, well, when do you want to come? And I could have helped. I knew where they're both like hanging up in this. Like, that guy's like, the barber was like, when do you want your haircut? And that guy was like, I want it cut as soon as I can. When can you get me in? But he didn't have neither one of them were saying it right. So he finally is like, I don't know, do you have anything like in a couple hours? He goes, okay. He looks at his watch, like 10:30, so 12:30. Yeah, I'll put you down for 12:30. And the guy's kind of like, well, I can do it at 10:30 if that's available right now. Like, if I can just wait. But it was kind of an awkward thing. So the guy looks watching. He's like, shit, I have a lunch meeting. And it was like, he meant anything after 2 hours from now. The guy's like, exactly 2 hours from now. So I was like, oh, this is so poor. This is gonna go so badly. And I'm like, you've been cutting hair for 30 years now, probably at least, and you haven't figured this out. But it's new with the appointment thing. It's always been walk in, sit down, wait your turn, and get your hair cut. And it was so comical. It worked well. So he got my hair cut. He always misses the back part, like the bottom of my neck. Misses that, like where the apron is. He just doesn't pull the apron down and trim that. So I have to go home and trim it up, but not enough to even really complain about. I just take care of myself. It's not a big deal. So went ahead, left there. Went ahead, headed over to get some stuff I needed at Home Depot. Picked up a few items. I didn't run anything really important, but I needed some stuff. Got that wrapped up. Got back to the house. Hung out with the dog for a while. Played with the printer. Basically, just kind of chilling around. Ended up with a bunch of dog requests, like out of nowhere. Like, I've just become like inundated with meet and greets and dog requests and all new dogs. And I don't know if it was like everybody just, it's spring, so everybody's like getting dogs now. I have no idea what's going on, but it's a lot. So I had another lady that I watched her dog before in the past one, you want to know, and she's getting really bad about booking the dog like the night before the stay kind of thing. And I'm almost always available, but I'm like, at some point I'm gonna not be available, and you need to make sure that you give me more notice if possible and stuff, whatever. So I went ahead and responded back. I booked it and then let her know, like, hey, you know, you need to go ahead and finish your end of the booking. And then she's also real bad about that she'll book it, she'll request it, and then I'll accept it, and then she has to finalize the booking on her end, and then she'll wait like another 12 hours to book to actually finish it up. And I'm like, I booked this within like 2 minutes. You see it pop up. Why are you waiting 12 more hours? And it was the point. I was like, well, I set a reminder. I'm like, if it's not booked by, you know, tomorrow, I think I gave it like 11 a.m. tomorrow, I'm going to cancel it. Because I got enough dogs here. I really don't need her dog here. And for a few days and stuff. It's that whole concept of like, I'm not open all the time. Like, I fill up. Like, I have a bunch of dogs coming, and then I've got some other dogs coming. I got a new puppy coming that is a little on the ornery side. He's trying to be dominant. He's little, so he's not very good at it yet, but he needs to be put in his place. And Bruce has already put him down a couple times, like held him down during the meet and greet, and it ought to be fun. So I don't want it. And her dog is, you know, an older doodle, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But I've got just a ton of puppy requests lately, and puppies are a lot of work. Like, there's so much more work, you don't realize how much. I mean, I charge an extra $10 a day, but I need to charge more than that because they are a lot more work. But yeah, so that's always a good thing there. Went ahead, got a couple of things done around the yard. Basically went and got my run in, got that wrapped up, got back, got a shower, had a meet and greet, ended up having leftovers for dinner. We did the pulled pork. I had Mom rip a bunch of it apart and throw some barbecue sauce in it, and then basically cook it up in the pan, so it's kind of all mixed together a little bit better. And then she tipped the extra bottle of that was left over in the barbecue sauce over, and I think she left it out because it felt like it was kind of cold. So now it's upside down, sitting on the counter, and it warmed up from sitting on the counter from being on the fridge. So it built up pressure. So when I popped the lid off, barbecue sauce just squirted everywhere. And I'm like, we've had this talk. Everybody, Mom, my wife, both of you, you need to, if you're going to flip a bottle upside down, because there was not enough reason to flip it upside down. It was still like a quarter full, maybe a third full, you know, minimum. There was a lot of barbecue sauce left in there. And I'm like, you have to give it a little squeeze upright, so it's like, wants to suck back open. So when you tip it upside down, it'll suck air in, and then you can swear it doesn't swear. This thing shot out like somebody had, you know, drove over a grease gun, you know, just like all over the place. And I'm like, come on, people, this is not that hard to figure out. What the hell? So that was a super annoying thing, and they kind of gave that little like, you complain about everything. I'm like, yes, I do complain about this because it's fucking. I got a ton of barbecue sauce on my food now I don't want, and this isn't hard to figure out. So it was kind of is what it is. So, but yeah, I went ahead and basically got done with that. We had dinner, watched Seinfeld, and for some reason the Roku remote that we've had for a while now doesn't want to work volume on my TV. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I can't figure it out. So I had to basically look around the side of my TV and then count down and memorize how many buttons down is up and down volumes, which is the third down is up and the fourth down is down. So went ahead and I had to basically, you know, try to figure that out and stuff. It still works for the power off and power on at least, but I don't know what's up with it. And it's that weird thing where sometimes it works fine, sometimes it doesn't work fine. So I don't know how to fix it, and it drives me crazy. It's like my truck. Randomly, sometimes it doesn't start. If my truck never started, I'd be like, cool, throw it away, go buy a new truck. It would not be a problem at all. But my truck starts like 96% of the time. It starts fine. But then some days it doesn't start fine. And just like today, try to start, didn't start. It always starts eventually. It just takes a while, and it's super annoying. So it is kind of like what it is. So kind of got that dealt with, and then basically headed back outside, chilled out there, had the printer running. I was going to print something. I was like, it's going to take a while. I'm going to cancel it. I'm going to print something short, so I'll have enough time for it to finish up the print, and then I will start a long print overnight, so this prints while I sleep. So hopefully it doesn't go wrong, and if it does go wrong, I just waste a ton of filament because it just keeps pumping out. It doesn't know anything went wrong. There's no way of like, almost like it needs a little sensor that says, hey, this piece has been, you know, been kicked off its, you know, spot, whatever, and then it'll actually stop stop printing, but it doesn't do that. So either way, I'm going to waste the filament, whether it be on something I can use or something I can throw away. But at least this way I won't be wasting my day looking at it, and and then when it takes 12 hours to print or 9 hours to print, whatever it's going to be. So, but yeah, I got that done, had myself a nice little cigar, and then basically chilled out there with the puppy and played a little bit and stuff. She got to barking at stuff like crazy, kind of being a little bit on the annoying side. I got a hoot owl that has been roosting in our tree near us at night and scaring the crap out of it. It's so funny. The hoot owl rips off a big old loud hoot, and that dog freaks out and goes running around the yard barking crazy. So yeah, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.